welcome to Mecha Facts Episode 3. In today's episode, it's the AMS-119 Geara Doga, a mass-production general-purpose mobile suit from the Universal Century timeline of the Gundam series. In the media, the Geara Doga has appeared in the movie Mobile Suit Gundam Char's Counterattack, the OVA and light novel Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn, and the anime Gundam Build Fighters, along with many appearances in multiple Gundam novels, mangas, and video games. Next, let's talk about the Geara Doga specifications. Its overall height is 20 meters, base weight at 23 tons, full weight at 50.8 tons, powered by a Minovsky ultra-compact fusion reactor. The Geara Doga's armor is a titanium alloy ceramic composite armor. Its max acceleration is 1.06 Gs, crewed by one pilot and a panoramic monitor linear seat cockpit in the torso. The Geara Doga was developed from two prototype designs. The first one is the AMS-119 Zaku 3 late type and the AMS-012 Guza. The Geara Doga was first deployed in UC-0090 and last seen deployed in UC-0122. It's manufactured by Anaheim Electronics and operated by Neo Zeon, the Earth Federation Forces, and the Mars Zeon Oldsmobile Army. The known pilots of the Geara Doga are Rezen Schneider, Vincent Gleisner, Leila Lagor, and Carl Subit. Next, let's talk about the armaments and equipment of the Geara Doga. First is the beam sword axe. This is the only close combat weapon of the Geara Doga. It has two beam emitters, allowing it to produce beam blades in the shape of any typical beam saber, pick, or axe. The beam sword axe is mounted on the rear skirt armor when not in use. Next is the electric wire. The Geara Doga can launch wires to ensnare enemies and subdue them with electrical shocks before capture. Next is the shield. Like other ZM mobile suits, the Geara Doga mounts a single physical shield on his left forearm. The shield is a thick sheet of armor designed to take severe punishment that would normally destroy a mobile suit, and is treated with an anti-beam coating, allowing it to withstand several beam shots before the coating wears off. The shield also mounts 4 grenade launchers, which can work as smoke dischargers or fire grenades. The shield also contains carrying clips for the Sturmfaust rocket-propelled warheads. Next weapon is the Sturmfaust, a rocket-propelled warhead mounted at the end of a launch tube. This weapon is similar in design to early anti-tank weapons such as the Panzerfaust. The Geara Doga shield includes a rack that carries 4 Sturmfaust. The Sturmfaust can be removed from the rack and fired as handheld weapons or fired directly from the rack. Next is the Type 1 beam machine gun. The beam machine gun can be equipped with a grenade launcher, carrying a single grenade. The grenade launcher helps the Geara Doga increase its range firepower and is mounted on the underslung of the beam machine gun. The Type 1 beam machine gun is powered by a replaceable energy pack with additional packs stored on the side skirt armor on the waist. Lastly, it's the Type 2 beam machine gun. The Type 2 beam machine gun is a shorter variant of the Type 1 beam machine gun, and it does not equip with the grenade launcher. Like the Type 1, the Type 2 beam machine gun is also powered by replaceable energy packs with additional packs stored on the waist. Next, let's talk about the history and lore of the Geara Doga. The Geara Doga is a general-purpose mobile suit with technology and design features descended from the old Zaku 2. Since the resources of Char's Neo Zeon were limited, the Geara Doga was not a high-performance mobile suit when compared to the mobile suits of Haman Khan's Neo Zeon produced during the first Neo Zeon War. However, they were well in line with the mobile suit design style of that day. Although the Geara Doga wasn't really a high-performance mobile suit, it was enough for most soldiers to pilot, easy to mass produce, and thanks to its wide variety of weapons was a real threat to the Earth Federation's own RGM-89 Jagan. The Geara Doga's wide variety of weapons allows it to cope with different combat situations. Its only fixed armors are a beam sword axe for close combat and an electric wire. It can also be equipped with a shield with 4 grenade launchers and 2 different types of beam machine guns. The Geara Doga is fitted with the old Zeonic-style mono-eye head sensors that can detect targets at a longer range. However, when within combat range, the sensor's performance becomes limited in terms of target tracking. With the Geara Doga's versatility, maneuverability, and maintainability, it combines all the necessary factors as a practical weapon while earning the trust of its mechanics and pilots on the field. During the second Neo Zeon movement led by Char, the Neo Zeon army uses a newly mass-produced mobile suit, the Geara Doga. It is based upon a couple Axis prototype designs recovered by the Neo Zeon remnants. It resembles both the old Zaku 2 used by the Principality of Zeon during the One-Year War and the Zaku 3 from the previous Neo-Zeon War. Production was entrusted to Anaheim Electronics' Granada factory, which had ties to the former Zeon military. About 100 Geara Dogas were produced at the time, although the Geara Doga was already obsolete by that time of its completion, as its basic performance was comparable to the modern Earth Federation Forces machines like the Jagan. Like the old Zakus, the Geara Doga was also painted in the olive green color, although some ace pilots painted their suits in their personal colors. One of these pilots was Reisen Schneider, who effectively used her blue-colored Geara Doga to destroy several Federation mobile suits. Most of the Geara Dogas deployed during the Second Neo-Zeon War were destroyed in combat with the Federation's La Nobel Task Force while escorting Axis, though a few were destroyed while trying to help push Axis away from falling onto Earth. After the Second Neo-Zeon War, use of the surviving Geara Dogas would continue amongst various Neo-Zeon remnants. The first and most powerful group are the sleeves, which these Geara Dogas will be repainted and given the distinctive sleeve markings featured on many of the mobile suits used by this group. By UC-0096, the most advanced AMS-119 Geara Zulu had been introduced, but the 3-year-old Geara Doga was still in service and was used as part of the defense forces guarding the asteroid Palau. At least one Geara Doga was part of the Neo-Zeon team that attempted to rescue Merida Cruz from imprisonment, but was destroyed by La Nobel and ECOWAS mobile suits when engaged. Several Geara Doga that survived the Second Neo-Zeon War were captured by the Earth Federation forces. These mobile suits entered Federation service as aggressor units for training purposes. During UC-0120, one such unit would become an active combat unit on Mars during the Earth Federation's war against the Mars-Zeon Old Mobile Army. By UC-0122, a group of Neo-Zeon remnants had at least one Geara Doga piloted by Layla Lagur. In February of UC-0122, Layla used her Geara Doga to spy on a group of mobile suits from an Anaheim Electronics test ship and then attacked them. However, despite being a good pilot, Layla's Geara Doga was 30 years old and was no match for the newer RGM-111 Hardy gun, although the Hardy gun only inflicted enough damage to disable the mobile suit without injuring the pilot. The Geara Doga was in a condition that it could have been easily repaired, but had to be abandoned when Federation forces arrived to eliminate this group of Neo-Zeon remnants. This wraps up Mecha Facts Episode 3 on the AMS-119 Geara Doga. So if you enjoyed the video, please click that subscribe button below along with the notification bell to stay up to date on future episodes of Mecha Facts. And you guys like the video, please give us a thumbs up. And you have any comments on how I can improve my content and these Mecha Facts episodes, please comment them below. That's all I have for you guys today, so I'll see you guys next time.